Finally, we see a decent breakout, something that could really trigger the next rally in the market. Everything on the checklist we made over the last few days has been accomplished. And now all that remains is to watch closely how the market will behave from now on. And of course, what the next turning points will be. My name is Nathan. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel, where we study the market together every single day through the lens of technical analysis, so we can design good, intelligent strategies using technical evidence to our advantage, using risk management. So let's see what's going on. SPY is clearly bullish right now. Yesterday we saw a very annoying candle over here. I was particularly annoyed by this because what we see over here is SPY closing at the very same price level of the previous resistance level over here. So that was not a true breakout. But today, the situation changes. Now we see an insanely bullish candle above yesterday's high, above the 652, above this purple trend line, is still inside this ascending channel. And of course, we are also above the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart. So what this tells us? It is telling us that yes, SPY is resuming the bullish bias, and our next technical target is the resistance line of this ascending channel. Okay, that's how we see SPY ETF right now. It is finally triggering. It is breaking every single one of our main resistance levels that we have been describing in detail here in this channel over the past few days, right? So it is very nice to finally see SPY ETF making a true breakout, a serious bullish reaction, reinforcing the bullish case. As I have been telling you guys in this channel as well, SPY is still ascending, all right? We are still inside this ascending channel. Only a clear technical evidence suggesting a possible reversal, a possible top signal could make me change my mind, all right? Because as long as we see SPY ascending, going up above our support levels, there is no way, there is no chance we can work with a bearish possibility. Of course, it is part of my job to alarm you guys of the most important inflection points on the market in our stocks. But right now, guys, right now, we are making another bullish candle. But Nathan, what's the key point over here? Well, if we see the SPY losing the 652 again, dropping to the point of losing this support level, then okay, then we may see frustration of this bullish bias. But for now, there is no technical evidence suggesting that. We are just very bullish, going up, and again, our next technical target is the resistance line of our ascending channel, because that's what SPY has been doing, right? We are still inside this ascending channel. We briefly lost this ascending channel's support level because of high volatility, but right now we are back on track, and apparently nothing can stop SPY ETF again. Now, QQQ is a little bit more delicate. Why? Because yes, we see a clear resistance level over here, and today we see a new all-time high. The QQQ is breaking yesterday's high. It is breaking the 583, so phenomenal. It is now in bullish territory. What's the catch over here? Today's breakout was not that good, all right? It was good, but it was not great. It is not like SPY ETF, all right, which is making a phenomenal bullish candle. QQQ is a little bit more, is a little bit shy in this context, all right? And this makes me wonder if tech stocks could perform well next, because we see many tech stocks already going up, already exploding, right? So if we see them making a pullback, like for instance Oracle, which went up, I don't know, this one simply exploded 2 days ago, right? Going up 36%. So what if we see some of these tech stocks correcting from here? Nvidia is going down today as well, right? So if we see these big companies correcting, QQQ could lose momentum as well. Probably it is going to lose momentum as well, making this a false breakout. Of course, this is just a theory. Okay, there is nothing confirmed yet. There is no top signal on QQQ yet. Yesterday we had a top signal. I did warn you guys about it. However, as I told you, this top signal, in order for us to trigger this top signal, we gotta lose 578.55. Are we still above this key point? Yes. So no top signal right now. Okay, we are still going up. We are maintaining the bullish bias. What's more, if you ask me, apparently QQQ is making a double bottom chart pattern. I know it's quite crazy to talk about a double bottom when we are going up, okay? But that's what we have right now, above the 558. So this could reinforce the bullish case, the bullish bias over here. But we gotta see QQQ maintaining its price above our support levels right now, our previous resistance levels over here. Okay, in order for us to see this uptrend being maintained, okay, we gotta maintain this bullish bias, so we gotta stay above these key points right now. Of course, I'm gonna be here every single day to keep you guys updated, so no worry about that. Now, Nvidia, this one is actually going down. Okay, it is going down. I know 0.09%, it is not much, but we are going down when we see QQQ, SPY going up nicely. Okay, so what this tells us, if we see the confirmation of this top signal, because today we have a bearish candle which could be a top signal, yes indeed, but there is no confirmation yet. I told you guys a few days ago, I told you guys here on this very day, last Friday, guys, we have a hammer over here. If we break this key point, we may see Nvidia retesting our next resistance level as well. This is a very nice surprise because we broke our resistance level, so phenomenal. Nvidia is performing very well. But if we see Nvidia making a lower high, lower low on the 1 hour chart, losing the 21-hour EMA, losing the the 174 up here, this purple line over here. If we lose these key points along with the 21-day EMA again, that could be a very annoying signal. That could be a top signal on Nvidia, suggesting another pullback, another correction, maybe to the 169. All right, we have this gap to close. Okay, so we could drop to even lower levels. Okay, maybe 165 again. All right, the previous gap support level over here, which we made a phenomenal bullish reaction on this day, by the way. So, all right. We see Nvidia in a quite complicated scenario, but we gotta see a top signal getting triggered. Okay, did Nvidia pay dividends over here? Okay, so it's gonna pay on October 2. All right, so Nvidia is still okay. It's still going down. All right, it is still making a bearish signal. So what's the key point for us right now? 174. Okay, if we lose it, maybe we are gonna see a sharper pullback ahead. What if Nvidia makes a bottom signal above this 174, above this 21-day EMA? Possible another buying opportunity. If you missed buying Nvidia over here, when we alerted you guys last Friday, that could be your next opportunity to buy with a good risk-reward relationship. But for now, let's just wait, okay? For now, there is no clear signal. And we have Tesla making a phenomenal surprise. As I told you guys in the past few days, right, as I have been telling you guys in the past few days, we saw a possible top signal over here. What's the trigger point? $344. Only by losing and closing below this key point, Tesla would trigger a top signal. And today, by breaking this candle's high, by breaking the 357, we are now rejecting the possibility of a top signal down here. What's the catch? Apparently, we are struggling near our next resistance level at 367, okay? So that's our next resistance level, a key point, a key resistance level over here on February, over here on May, and possibly over here again in September. So if we see Tesla making any top signal below this resistance level, let's not panic, because that could be another possible top signal below a resistance level, which is not surprising at all. And in this case, we may see a sharper pullback. We may see Tesla making a pullback, maybe to the 21-day EMA, maybe to this purple trend line again, all right? This is going to reverse the trend. No, it's going to be pullback. Pullback, it is not a reversal, all right? A reversal is the true frustration of the previous uptrend, making lower highs, lower lows, losing all of our support levels. That's a real reversal. For now, there is no reversal. There is not even a top signal. So no worries, okay? If you ask me, there's absolutely no reason to worry on Tesla right now, because we are just maintaining the uptrend. I'm just saying a top signal in this resistance level could be totally normal, expected, not a reason to panic, okay? And again, I'm gonna be here every single day to keep you guys updated on these stocks and many others. So if you're still watching this video so far, consider subscribing, because we are here every day, all right, talking about all these stocks. So subscribe and click on the like button to support this community as well. Do not miss our future insights, because it is a decisive moment for Tesla, Nvidia, SPY, QQQ, or dear AMD, right? Some people believe it's AMD, right? It's AMD, guys, AMD, okay? AMD. What I see our dear AMD doing is it is triggering a top signal. All right, we are losing yesterday's low. We are doing what Tesla failed to do, okay? It failed in triggering this top signal. QQQ, SPY, they also failed in losing yesterday's low, okay? They are breaking yesterday's high. So that's a frustration of the top signal. It is not the case on our dear AMD over here. Unlike SPY, QQQ, Tesla, we are losing this candle's low. This candle was a bearish reaction below the 21-day EMA. All right, and by losing this low, along with the 157, the previous support here, support here, support here, support here, support yesterday as well, by losing this key point, yes, we are frustrating the previous bullish bias. When we analyze the 1-hour chart, we see our dear AMD losing the 21-hour EMA over here. So yes, now we see a top signal. What's next for AMD? 147.75. Again, 147.75 to close this gap. AMD still needs to close it, all right? Unlike NVIDIA made a gap over here, right? And then it closed this gap on this day, July 22. And we retested this gap again a few days ago, September 5. We made a bottom signal, phenomenal. AMD hasn't yet, all right? We have yet to close this gap over here. So that's what I see for AMD next. Nathan, what if we see bottom signal near this gap support level? Then we may see another buying opportunity, okay? In fact, that would be a phenomenal buying opportunity if you ask me, not on a device, okay? I'm not recommending AMD. I'm not saying that it is a good buying opportunity for you. I'm just saying that from a technical point of view, it makes sense, because we're gonna buy near a classic, quite obvious support level, okay? Like Nvidia did, like, let me see, like Micron did. It's been a while since I don't analyze Micron. Micron did this very same, this is what I see for AMD in the future, okay? That's AMD's future, right? We saw a phenomenal rally. We had a gap over here, this red line, okay? 104, near the 104. And then we reversed the trend. Lower highs, lower lows, and then we closed this gap over here on August 1st. more than 1 month ago. I gave you guys the signal to buy Micron on this very day after closing this gap on our Telegram channel, which reminds me, if you are not a member of our project, join the 5% project. There you will have access to our Telegram channel where I share exclusive signals, analysis, and content with our members. I'm sure you are going to find something useful over there. Signals nearly every single day. We do weekly lives together, so you can talk to me, I can answer your questions, you can learn more about how to trade professionally, okay? Always using intelligent strategies, risk management, and much more. What's more, it's free to try, okay? Totally free to try. You can join us for free for 1 week. You can even join our live stream for one single time for free. Okay, then you'll see for yourself if you like what we have to offer or not, okay? Well, we have hundreds of traders making money every single day, so I'm sure we can help you too, all right? So join us over there. The link to my website is in this video's description. Deal? So that's what I see for our dear AMD next, okay? Closing this gap, and then the slightest bottom signal could be a phenomenal buying opportunity. We bought near the 100s, now Micron is near 150, okay? So that's what I see for AMD next, okay? Going down to close this gap, and then we may see a phenomenal opportunity. Do not miss my future videos because they're gonna be very interesting, so again, subscribe, all right? Palantir, since we broke the 164, the 163, we are retesting this key point as a support level yesterday and today again. Okay, that's interesting, that's technically plausible. We are still above the 21-hour EMA. However, if we see in the future Palantir losing this support level, losing this 21-day EMA, yes, we may see the frustration of this bullish bias, suggesting that Palantir could seek lower levels like the 149 over here. As long as it stay above this key point, okay, the situation will be under control. Palantir still has a very nice upside potential. If you ask me, the 190s is still our next technical target, period, okay? In the lack of technical evidence proving otherwise, the bullish bias is supposed to persist. That's how I see Palantir over here. Very simple situation. Now, SoundHound. Some people ask me about SoundHound. It is a quite popular stock. Now, what I see for SoundHound, we are going back to the 21-day EMA, okay? This moving average is our next support level. Any bottom signal near this key point could be another buying opportunity because we saw a rounded bottom over here on SoundHound. A rounded bottom is a very complex, is always a so complex chart structure to trade, okay? Because we never know it is a rounded bottom until it is too late, okay? So this is what we see right now. So if Sound makes any pullback to this support level, I'll see as another buying opportunity, okay? And I say another because yes, I gave you guys the buying signal down here on our Telegram channel as well, all right? It is performing very well, but if you want to buy Sound or if you want to buy more, you gotta wait for a pullback, because only pullback will improve the risk-reward relationship on SoundHound in this context, okay? So for now, it is a hold. If you bought with us over here, down here, it is not an amazing buying opportunity right now, but it could be in the future if we see the right reaction. So far, everything is doing fine. SoundHound is still under control. We still see the bullish bias on the daily chart. We still see higher highs, higher lows on the 1-hour chart. So phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. We are maintaining the short and medium-term bullish bias. Only the loss of this 21-day EMA could bring a true reversal, if you ask me. But for now, it's all good. Is all good, and we have Intel Corporation. It is going down today, but we are maintaining the bullish bias. If you ask me, we have a kind of pennant chart pattern, okay? I'm so sorry, it's a like here, right? A pennant chart pattern over here, okay? So it is a very nice bullish continuation chart structure. What's the catch? we gotta trigger this pattern first before believing Intel could fly and seek higher levels. If you ask me, if we break this pennant upwards, if we truly materialize this pennant over here, we could easily break the 26, and that's the major inflection point for you if you're bullish on Intel long-term wise. Why? Because we are inside a long-term congestion, okay? Since August last year, all right? So yes, we are still moving sideways over here. By breaking the $26, our next technical target will be the 28 to close this gap. All right. Of course, it is going to be our first target. Okay, first target. We can seek higher levels if we project the height of this congestion in the direction of the breakout. We have something near the $37, which is close, which is precisely the next top level from July 2024. So yes, Intel Corporation has a very nice upside potential, medium and long-term wise, but first, we gotta trigger this pennant chart pattern first. Now, but Nathan, what if we see Intel losing the $23.83 down here? Okay, in this case, all of this bullish case will be frustrated, at least for a moment. All right, because we may see Intel back to the 19 support level again, okay? And then maybe we're gonna have another buying opportunity. The last time we bought Intel was down here, okay? We bought over, I gave you guys a signal on our Telegram as well, but right now there is no clear signal to me. I gotta be honest with you guys, there is no clear signal, but we may see another one in the future. For now, Intel, well, we are just waiting on the sidelines, all right? I'm gonna keep you guys updated on these stocks every single day, all right? Every single day. So again, remember, subscribe, click on the like button, join our Telegram channel for more ideas, for more insights. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.